What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks each, win some money over here on Prizepicks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like player strikeouts, first inning runs allowed, pitcher fantasy score, pitches thrown, hitter fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in, get that free money offer. Start winning some money over here on Prizepicks today, guys. And if you are going to be very serious, I do offer premium content packages. That's linked below in the description. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. I offer Prizepicks MLB Underdog, WNBA Underdog MLB, Prizepicks WNBA. I have all-star packages, which is going to give you access to all of the things in that particular sport. So the MLB, the WNBA, and I did just launch the VIP member package. That's going to give you top priority membership. You get access to every single one of my packages, the top priority Discord. You also get exclusive live streams, exclusive audio recordings, etc. Full VIP treatment. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And if you enjoy this content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. So let's talk about it. We'll go game by game as we always do. And the first game we're going to talk about is going to be the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins. And we're going to be talking about Patrick Corbin in this one, surprisingly for me. But willing to target him here, taking on a Miami Marlins squad that has just been dreadful against left-handed pitching all season long. Looking at Patrick Corbin's numbers across the board as far as how he fares, he is not exactly the top-tier pitcher in the world, but decent enough to where I think he can do some good pitching today in this matchup. A 19.2% K rate overall with a 10.7% swinging strike rate, 31.5% fly ball rate. He has an 18.3% K rate against righties and a 22.1% K rate against lefties. Does give a lot of hard contact to those right-handed hitters, but luckily for him, he's in a matchup where they really don't hit the ball very hard off lefties very often. So, I mean, looking at this lineup up and down as far as the Miami Marlins are concerned, they strike out a ton. They really lack power. Starting from the bottom up as far as the strikeouts are concerned with De La Cruz, 34%, 46, 8, 41, 34, 33, 26, 13, and 33 at the top with birdies. So this team is striking out a ton. I really like Patrick Corbin's pitcher fantasy score with where the line is set over here on Prizepicks today. I will gladly take the over 24.5 pitcher fantasy score for him. Once again, more of a where the line is set, a matchup thing. He's not exactly the most elite pitcher in the world, but with the matchup, where the line's set, I think you can get the job done here. So pick number 1, we're going to be rocking with the over 24.5 pitcher fantasy score here for Patrick Corbin. And lastly, the last thing we do look at is pitch count. You know, how long can he go into the ball game? What's his leash look like? And clearly, he's got a very long one. Last time out against the Pittsburgh Pirates, another team that's really struggled, he racked up 12 strikeouts on 113 pitches through 8 innings pitched. So I think we could see him have another similar game in this one. Like I said, it's really not him, it's the matchup, but he just went out there and showed he can do it in an easy matchup. So run it back, go right to him. Going to take the over 24.5 pitcher fantasy score, pick number 1. Pick number 2, we're going to be headed down to the Cleveland Guardians, taking on the Detroit Tigers. And we have another situation where I'm targeting the matchup and another guy that maybe isn't the most elite pitcher in the world, but that's Zach Plesac. Very similar to Patrick Corbin in the sense that he's doesn't have the best numbers. He only has a 4.64 SIERA, a 16.8% K rate, but he has decent ground ball, fly ball stuff, decent swinging strike stuff, believe it or not, with a 10.7% swinging strike rate, 18.9% K rate against righties, and a 14.4% K rate against lefties. And once again, he gets to take on an opponent that has really struggled against right-handed pitching on the season. Going ahead and pulling up my team hitting data sheet. As far as where the Tigers rank in the entire league when it comes to WOBA against righties, they are second to last. Only the Oakland Athletics are worse than them against right-handed pitching. So once again, I want to take an advantage. And once again, I think that Zach Plesac has a very reasonable pitcher fantasy score line over here. You look at the line that Prizepicks has set for him, 27.5. I will take the over. I think he's able to push up over 30. You know, hopefully he gets the win. He is a 143 favorite. Goes 6 or more innings, allows 3 earned runs or less. Gets that quality start, all those bonuses. If he does, I think it's a very high likelihood that he's able to go out there and surpass this fantasy score. Even if he goes up a couple runs, 27.5, I think he can get there. And the pitch count, lastly, as far as how deep Plesac's going, once again, he's up there. 95, 100, 93, 88, 99. So gets the job done, and he's going 6+ innings very consistently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games with 6+ innings. 7 strikeouts and 6 strikeouts respectively the last 2 times out. 0 earned run, 1 earned run, and 1 earned run the last 3 times. So his recent form has been very good. He's looked really good. And one of those games was against the Dodgers, you know, one of the most elite lineups in the league. So that is an encouraging sign for his recent form. Like the over 27.5 pitcher fantasy score for Mr. Zach Plesac as pick number 2 here. Pick number 3, we're going to head to the Houston Astros, taking on the Kansas City Royals, and we're going to be talking about Jake Odorizzi. And I like his strikeouts in this spot. Looking at his stuff as far as his strikeout abilities for Odorizzi, go ahead and sort my sheet by K rate. He's got a 19.7% K rate overall with a 9.4% swinging strike rate, 20.4% K rate against righties, and a 18.9% K rate against lefties. So Odorizzi, pretty good strikeout stuff across the board. I mean, obviously pretty average, but good enough to where in this matchup I think he can get the job done. You look at the Kansas City Royals lineup up and down as far as their strikeout rates are concerned. Pulling up the Kansas City Royals and starting from the bottom up, as we always do with the 9-hitter and Nicky Lopez. He's a low strikeout guy, but then you get through the Hardy order, there's plenty of strikeouts to be had. So 14 for him, then 20, 23, 26, 23. Pasquanito has 0, but we only have a 13 plate appearance sample size, so not much of a sample size with him yet. 23.7% K rate for Bobby Witt, and then 14 and 14 at the top. So with such a low strikeout line, I'm willing to attack it here, especially with those bats, like I said, in the middle towards the tail of the order. And looking at Odorizzi, he is coming off the IL, but he did make 2 rehab starts, posted a 2.25 ERA, 0.88 WHIP, and struck out 10 in 8 innings. So he should be stretched out enough to be able to go deep enough to surpass this 3.5 strikeout line as far as I'm concerned. You look at his game logs so far this year, the last couple times out, he's only thrown 76 and 62 pitches. He's still racked up over 3.5 strikeouts. 4 and 5 respectively. Boston and Detroit. Detroit's obviously a great matchup for strikeouts. Boston, not so much though, when he still got the job done there. So, going to be taking advantage of the low line when it comes to the strikeouts in Odorizzi. And we'll be taking the over 3.5 strikeouts for him here as pick number 3. And the last thing I would say is there is heavy juice on the over as well. I'm seeing at -140 on major sports books. So that's always a nice little indicator that your research is trending in the right direction. Like the over 3.5 strikeouts here for Jake Odorizzi. Pick number, did I say 3? Because I think we actually just knocked, yeah, okay, pick number 3 is Mr. Odorizzi. And then pick number 4, we're going to be talking about the Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago Cubs, and we're going to be talking about Eric Lauer. He's a 155 favorite in this game. Recent form hasn't been the best, but his underlying metrics are actually pretty impressive. I think this is a good bounce back spot for him. You look at his numbers across the board. He has a 4.08 CR with a 3.52 ERA, 24.1% K rate overall with a 10.4% swinging strike rate, 24.7% K rate against righties, and a 21.8% K rate against lefties. So pretty solid across the board. Definitely, you know, kind of the above average range. He's a 155 favorite here, taking on the Chicago Cubs team that has a few guys that do have massive power against lefties, but outside of that, I'm not too scared, and I think there's plenty of strikeouts to be racked up when it comes to Eric Lauer. And really, it's just kind of where the line's at. Once again, a lot of these pitchers that I'm talking today, it's more so where the line is. 26.5 for Eric Lauer. I'm glad to take the over here. You know, mid-20s. The pitch count's way up there. I know the recent form hasn't been the greatest as of late, but he's a lot better than what he's been showing. I mean, 300 runs last time against Tampa, 3 strikeouts, 4.1 innings pitched, less than ideal, but he's still getting up there in his pitch count. 92, 97, 91, 99, 100. Once again, the earned runs 1, 8, 4, 5, 3, like a little bit dicey there as of late. But the last time he took on the Chicago Cubs team, he gave up 2 earned runs, 4 innings pitched. He only went 89 pitches in that game, so he wasn't too efficient, but he got 6 strikeouts along the way. If you could just be efficient, go 5+ innings, get some strikeouts, get the win, hopefully. I think it's pretty apparent that he's capable of passing this 26.5 pitcher fantasy score today. So that's going to be pick number 4. And pick number 5, we're going to be headed down to Mr. Alek Manoah taking on the Oakland Athletics. I talked about it earlier in the video, but they are dead last in the league against right-handed pitching. They only have a 262 WOBA. They strike out a ton. It's in Oakland, which is one of the best pitching environments in baseball, so he gets a nice ballpark upgrade here. And I think Alek Manoah just absolutely shoves in the spot. You look at his numbers, very, very good. 3.78 Sierra with a 25.5% K rate overall, 12% swinging strike rate, 23.2% hard contact rate given up. That is very good, with a 27.9% K rate against righties and a 23.1% K rate against lefties. So Manoah, solid across the board. He's the ace. You look at his pitch count as well. He's also very stretched out in his pitch count, which is key. Looking at Mr. Alek Manoah, 9,300, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts last time out on 99 pitches. The time before, 6.2 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, 106 pitches. So very consistently getting up there over 6 innings pitched. He's going to get you strikeouts. He's going to go deep. And then once again, the matchup is phenomenal. And you look at the strikeout rates for these Oakland Athletics as far as how they fare, starting from the bottom up as we always do. Allen with an 18.6% carry overall, then 25, 28, 28, 31, 22, 25, 24, and then only 10 at the top with Tony Kemp. But outside of that, lots of strikeouts to be had. So massive favorite, 248 favorite. Expect him to get the win. I expect him to get the quality start. I expect him to rack up a lot of Ks along the way. And I expect him to score somewhere in the mid-40s to maybe even 50+ here. So I'll gladly take the over 40.5 pitcher fantasy score for Alek Manoah as pick number 5. And that is my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks today in the MLB, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, go ahead and check those out. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. That's the link below in the description. If you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, sign up today. Use that promo code KJKDFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100. Wishing you all the best of luck on your MLB props, and we will see you in the next one.